Hello children and welcome back. Today we will continue with unit 1.4 Revathi's musical plants. So children, let's read this passage and understand what happened further with Revathi. Revathi's grief knew no bounds. She went around asking every one of her neighbors, but no one had been anywhere near the pot of plants. She could not lodge a complaint for a pot of plants. She felt as though everything was lost. She did not mind not getting the prize, but she really missed her plants. She had grown very fond of them. They were her friends who enjoyed her music. That evening, all her friends were going to the prize distribution ceremony. She did not want to attend, but her friends forced her to. After reaching the place, she went to the benches where the potted plants were displayed. Revathi was shocked. There was her pot of plants on a bench with the name of a distant neighbor of hers as the competitor written on a small piece of cardboard and placed in the soil. She knew it was her pot of plants. She went to the organizers of the show and told them about it. So children, let's see the meanings. Knew no bounds mean have no limits. Distant means far away. So children, let's see what happened in the passage. Now Revathi was very sad. She did not understand what had to be done. She had asked all her neighbors about her plant, but no one knew about it. She could not even lodge a complaint, that is a police complaint, because it was just a pot of plant. She felt like she had lost everything. But children, she was not sad for not getting the prize, but she really missed her plants as they were her friends who enjoyed her music. In the evening, all her friends were going for the prize distribution ceremony. Revathi did not want to go, but her friends forced her to come along. When Revathi reached, she went near the place where all the participants had kept their plants. As she was looking, she saw her pot of plants placed on the bench, and on it a faraway neighbor's name was written on a cardboard. Now Revathi was shocked to see her plants with someone else's name. She was sure that it was her plant. Quickly, she went to the organizers and told them that these plants were hers. Children, let's read this passage. The organizers were not convinced. They said, "How can you prove that the plants are yours? The lady who submitted them is a regular participant. How can we doubt her?" Revathi wondered how to convince them. She sat there for a few minutes looking at the plants. The sight of the plants bending towards her while she played her violin flashed across her mind. She told the organizers that she could prove the plants were hers. She ran home. When she returned a few minutes later with her violin in, they started laughing, but their ridicule did not deter her from her mission. She told them, "I know my plants and I share a secret with them. My plants are music lovers like me, and you could see how they respond when I play to them." They all laughed louder, saying that they had never heard of plants enjoying music. They asked her, "Do plants have ears like us to enjoy your music?" No one believed her. So children, let's see the meanings. Ridicule means make fun of. Deter means discourage. Mission means an important task undertaken. So children, let's understand. So children, the organizers did not believe Revathi. They told her to prove it if it were her plants, and also told that the lady whose name was written on the pot participates in the contest every year and that they cannot doubt on her. Now Revathi was very sad. She was thinking how to prove to them that they were her plants. She sat there for a few minutes and was looking at her plants. While she was looking at her plants, she remembered how the plants bent when she played the violin. Then suddenly she went to the organizers and told that she can prove that the plants were hers. She ran home and came back after a few minutes with her violin. All the people there started laughing at her. So, children, she was not discouraged by the view of people laughing at her. She told them that her plants were music lovers and that they move when she plays her tune. On listening to what she said, everyone laughed at her even more louder. They even made fun of her by asking that, do plants have ears like humans to enjoy her music? So children, no one believed Revathi. So children, let's read this passage now. She felt very dejected but was determined to win her plants back. She sat near her plants with her violin and slowly started playing her favorite rag. Engrossed in her music, Revathi even forgot her plants for a time, but the others could not. With wonder in their eyes, they watched the plants. Straight at first, they bent slightly. As she played on and on, their stems bent towards Revathi as though they wanted to touch her in their happiness. The organizers were stunned. They had watched a new phenomenon of plants responding to music, and Revathi had become a great discoverer. So the meanings are: dejected means sad and disappointed. Engrossed is absorb all the attention or interest of. Stunned means so shocked that one is temporarily unable to react. Phenomenon means an occurrence or a wonder. So children, let's understand. So children, did you feel bad for Revathi while we were reading the passage? Yes, right? Yes, children. Revathi was very disappointed with how people treated her. But she anyhow wanted her plants back. She sat down near her plants and started playing her favorite rag on her violin. As she was playing the tune, she got so involved in her music that she forgot about her plants for some time. But other people around her were looking at the plants with great interest. They saw that in the beginning the plants were straight. As Revathi continued to play the music, the plants started to move and bend towards her as if they wanted to touch her, as they were happy by listening to her music. The organizers were amazed after looking at the plants. They could not believe their eyes. They had seen this wonder of plants bending and moving to the music for the first time. And Revathi was the one who discovered it. Let's read, children. They all applauded her and said they were convinced that the plants were hers. They pulled up her neighbor for cheating them, and she accepted, after a long argument, that she had stolen Revathi's plants. She said while walking past Revathi's house, she had spotted the plants and had removed the pot in the night to her house and submitted it later for the contest. As she was a regular participant, no one doubted her. The authorities decided that Revati's plants deserved the first prize as they were the best looking and healthy. Revati carried home the prize proudly with her pot of plants. So children, let's see the meanings. Applauded means to show praise by clapping. Pulled up means to tell someone they have done something wrong. So children, let's see what happened here. Everyone along with the organizers clapped for her, that is Revati, and said that now they knew that the plants belonged to her. The organizers told her neighbor that she had cheated them, but the neighbor still did not accept her mistake. She still argued with them, but after a long argument, she accepted her mistake and told them that she had stolen Revati's plants. She said that she had seen the plants in the courtyard while she was passing through her house, and then at night she stole the plant and later submitted it for the contest. The neighbor further said that as she participated regularly, no one doubted her. So children, finally the organizers decided that Revati's plants were the best of all other plants. They were not only beautiful but also healthy. Revati received the first prize and she carried the prize and her pot proudly and went home. So children, what did we learn from this lesson? We learned that we should be sincere and determined in whatever work we do. We saw how Revati was so determined to get her plant back as she loved her plants so much. So children, here we completed with the lesson's explanation. I hope you understood the story. We'll meet again in the next video. Take care children.